Other interesting political news, you have MSNBC saying Kamala did a great job at the border. And I'm not trying to do stand-up comedy. That wasn't a joke or anything. But I suppose you could say MSNBC is a joke. But yeah, these people are not inebriated. They're not drinking Bud Light or using the devil's lettuce or anything that I can tell. And yet, yeah, the straight face, they go, oh yeah, Kamala did a great job at the border. I mean, even my friends who are left-leaning think that's a load of crock. And no one believes that. I guess from a certain point of view, you could argue he did great for the border in regards to getting more illegal voters, maybe, from that definition. But by all definitions that most people would agree to, no, she did not do a good job. Now, this comes with thanks to Gunther Eagleman over on the X Twitter, when she says, quote, the news is just a head spin and can't keep her shit straight. MSNBC just said border czar Harris has done the work, interesting phrase, to manage our open border. Laugh emoji and clown emoji. And it's MSNBC, so I know it might hurt your ear balls and your eyes, but it's about 21 seconds long. So go ahead and we'll start right here.
And in that time has literally been doing the work. Border crossings are down because Mexico is enforcing their border. Do you know how Mexico enforces their border? Diplomacy. Do you know who is in charge of the root causes of migration and working on that diplomatic effort? The woman who will be standing on this stage tonight. There is just, you don't...
Mentally vacuous, absolutely, 110%. I mean, sounds as bad as your outfit. Fashion burn. She's wearing like a, I don't know if it's a garbage bag technically, but it's a big black baggy looking dress thingamajig. And gold earrings with hoops. So I actually missed this last week. This is from the DNC convention. And yeah, I don't know what's more funny. The fact that she says Kamala's doing a great job at the border or that Mexico's doing a great job at the border. Again, what was it? Estimated 8 to 18 million illegals passing have come into the United States in the past 41 months. It's an unprecedented amount of illegals. It's insane. And yet they're saying, oh yeah, Kamala did a great job. She's a border czar. I mean, I know people have short memory spans and people forget things easily, but do you think your average American is really going to see this and go, oh yeah, she did a great job? I mean, let me know on that note alone. And it didn't go very viral, actually. I thought I'd get more views. Got about 91 again, 1,000 views. Again, click that subscribe button. It may help with my speaking ineptitudes and my stuttering. Perhaps someday I can get through an entire episode without a single speaking mishap. A tall order, some might say, but you never know. Now, that also got 1,000 likes. Now, one of the first comments is Liberty Cerulean. He has a comic strip. It has a guy that looks at a dog, and he goes, oh, how cute. The dog goes, Biden-Harris border policy was awful, so I'm endorsing Harris for 2024. Then it goes back to the guy. He goes, oh no, it's retarded. Getting 13 likes. Here, Maria Isabella says they can't even keep their story straight anymore. It's all the NBC characters with all the main big tech and mainstream media logos splashed on the forehead. It says, Kamala Harris was never the border czar. And 35 likes. Fascinating how they try to rewrite history in true 1984 Orwellian fashion. Bruce says, what? And it's Merrick Ireland saying, no one is above law. Then it says, except millions of illegal invaders, BLM, Antifa riders, and Democrats. They're all crossing illegally. Getting 24 likes. Purkle's a great. Says, quote, joy border crossing are down pre-election to full American voters. Post Kamala, if God forbid Kamala wins, the border is back to border czar Kamala invasion. Getting 30 likes. And yeah, the rate at which they're illegally crossing, that may be decreasing, but very, very similar to the inflation, still record high. Now, one of the best metaphors that kind of makes it easy, especially to Americans, to relate to and understand, is someone talks about how like they gain 20 pounds of weight year one, they gain 19 pounds year two, gain 30 pounds year three, gain 40 pounds of fat year four, then year five, they gain 5 pounds. Or in this case, by more accurate ratio, they gain, instead of 50 pounds, they gain 40 pounds. Now, not once do they lose weight, but the rate of the weight gain was decreasing. It's happening just like inflation, just like the border. Yet, for people who don't understand statistics or basic logic, they may very well be fooled by that unethical technique. See here? Someone by the name of Moon Soon says, wow, it says illegal means illegal. Crossing the U.S. border illegally is a crime. Enforce the law and deport illegals. Secure our borders. Getting 7 likes. I do think this is going to be one of the biggest political issues out there. Oh, a lot more memes. Someone has, again, this is AI. Oh, I was going to say, you may only see this video on the Rumble since Yeah, and fascinatingly enough, if you have AI images of certain candidates, they strike down videos on the YouTube. Of course, they're about, yeah. Jeez. Again, tune in anywhere but there. That's my preference. But nevertheless, Not Jab says American Invasion, borders Czar Harris, since the AI image of Kamala Harris and she's at the border with surrounded by illegals, getting 13 likes. So obviously, just MSNBC doing their jobs for the DNC, and maybe it's to fool a couple people, but I can't but think the average person is just going to see these clips and hopefully just laugh derisively, because obviously the border is a joke in the United States. Though, fascinatingly enough, the U.S. spends hundreds of billions of dollars, trillions of dollars supporting other countries' borders. Not our own, though. But let me know in the comments, do you think, this will just explode in their faces in terms of bad PR for MSNBC? Will people see it and kind of further realize, Kamala is not tough on the border, or did anything good to the border? Let me know in the comments. As always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Now, going over to the business blunder of the day, you have BMW recalling a little over 721,000 vehicles because they may burst into flames, which is not good unless you sell grills for a living or something to that effect. Now, this comes to us thanks to Jack Fitzgerald, who's a writer over at Car and Driver, in which they say, quote, BMW recalls nearly 721,000 cars and SUVs due to a fire risk. Now, they say that, there you can see one of those SUVs, which, if we made a stick shift, it might be a more compelling purchase, but they say, quote, the recall stems from a faulty water pump and impacts 2012 to 2018 models, such as the 3 and 5 series, as well as the X3 and X5. Which, great unique names, BMW. Ridiculous. I'm just not a fan of having regular letters and numbers instead of names, but I understand why they do it. Now, they say specifically they're recalling 720,796 vehicles, and wow, it's due to involving a faulty seal on the water pump, which may cause a fire. And it's also ironic because it's a water pump, but I know. They say, quote, the recall spans 12 models from 2012 to 2018 model years, including, uninspiring, I only know of one because it's the fun one, the Z4 convertible, the 2, the 3, and the 4, and the 5 series, and the X1, the X3, the X4, and the X5 SUVs. Fascinating naming, BMW. Say, quote, BMW has already begun to notify dealerships, and owners are expected to be notified in early October. Or just tune into this show where we cover recalls, as they are about half the business blunders on here, weeks or sometimes months in advance of the snail mail. Now they say, let's see. They say the recall model. Oh, there you can see a slightly better picture of the dull gray BMW SUV. If I get an SUV, well, it's vintage now, but believe it or not, Porsche made an SUV with a stick shift and a V8 in 2012. There's the Cayenne GTS. I think they only made like 292 of them, so fortunately, every time they do pop up for sale, they want like $58,000 and they'll have 100,000 miles, and like so it's like 4x what a regular automatic one is worth. Not worth it if I win the lottery though. They say, quote, specifically the problem with the BMW involves the water pump's electrical pump connector, allowing water to drip into the positive crankcase ventilation system through the seal, potentially causing a short circuit. Short circuit could cause a fire in the engine bay, necessitating a recall. Which, that's just BMW. I mean, it's one of those things where I don't think anyone's surprised by this. BMW is not known for reliability. I mean, they used to be known for the ultimate driving machine. Fun business fact, the longest mantra in marketing, especially for the automotive community ever. And used to make great stick shift sports cars, and now they've used getting more and more automatics and EVs. But nevertheless, they used to make some fantastic feats of German engineering, or the Bavarians know what they're doing over there. But yeah, the Quant family needs to, I don't know, I think they need to get back to the true enthusiasts. That's the family behind the brand, but that's just me. But again, a recall affects your SUVs, which again is one of the most profitable, important segments of any automobile manufacturer's portfolio. When people already don't see you as, a big, reliable brand, more performance, but that's certainly BMW, that certainly has to be the business blunder of the day. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.